Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Rodgers, and I'm chair of the SIG 11 Research in Reading and Literacy. The executive wanted to pull together some short videos to help our membership write strong proposals to present at AERA. So there are 6 in the series, and this is part 2, writing the proposal. So getting started with your AERA proposal, first of all, it's important to know there are only 2 kinds of proposals, really. One is for a paper where there's 1 or more authors, and the other is for a session, which is a fully planned session involving multiple presentations or participants and a chair. So you're just choosing one or the other. If you've got multiple papers to go together, you can submit a session submission. Or if it's a paper, you or other authors, you'll be submitting a paper submission. Well, you might be wondering, how does that become papers, posters, and roundtables? Well, the program chair groups the accepted papers, not the sessions, but the accepted papers into one of 3 kinds of formats. And they're usually done according to theme. At the time of the submission, if you're submitting a paper submission, you'll be asked for your preferred session type, which will be taken into consideration. Remember, too, that you can put information into the end of the document in your tables, charts, graphs, images, and figures, although I wouldn't overly rely on them to convey the information to the reviewer. The reviewer is going to expect to find all the information needed to judge your proposal within the narrative itself. So don't say my methods are in table 2, for example. Put everything together in your proposal. When you're writing your proposal for AERA, just like any invitation for proposals, it's really important that you follow the directions very, very carefully. That document, the call for submissions to the annual meeting, it's very detailed. And in fact, the sections that are in the call that you're told to put in your proposal, those are the same sections that reviewers are looking for when they apply their rubric to rate your proposal. So make sure your headings are there. I like to put the headings into my Word document from the beginning and then fill in the information there. It helps reviewers find the information that they need to rate your proposal. Write for clarity, avoid jargon, mask authorship in your reference list. When you put author in the reference list, put that in alphabetical order and not where your name would be if the identity was not masked. Describe your methods carefully. I can't stress that enough, whether you're describing using qualitative methods or quantitative methods, you need to describe your analytic steps, your methods, and your analysis part of the method really carefully. Especially, I think, if you're writing about coding data and using a constant comparative method, avoid that cookie cutter language where you say we coded or I coded and these themes emerged. Reviewers want to know, what codes did you use? What codes did you put together? What codes did you decide to drop and why? What did you end up with and how did you get there? And then all that will help folks understand your findings. It's just good writing. Provide a complete error-free reference list. And keep in mind, you may refer to the conference theme, but it is not a requirement because your proposal is not rated for fit to the theme. Some helpful resources, well, it's one actually. The Graduate Student Council of AERA, they've got a great collection of proposal examples. I think there's one for just about every division that there is with AERA. It's called Paper Submissions, Tips and Examples, and you can find it at that QR code. And I just wanted to share that I tested Copilot for help with writing a proposal for SIG 11. It could be for any SIG or division, because we all had the same headings, basically. It wasn't entirely accurate, so don't use Copilot over consulting the call from AERA, just to make sure you're on the right track. Okay, I hope you find this series of videos helpful and would love to hear any feedback that you have. Good luck with your proposal writing.